Social learning theory is based on the observational learning and the effect of social behavior. This includes our need for acceptance in society. The theory suggests that people interpret what is right and wrong based on the assumption that we learn from what we see.
The key creators were Albert Bandura and Robert Sears. Both men put a great deal of effort and time into creating the theory as we know it today. Social learning theory was first attempted by Robert Sears and others who wanted to meld psychoanalytic and stimulus response learning theory to create a comprehensive explanation of human behavior. Albert Bandura completely abandoned the psychoanalytical and drive aspects and instead focused more on the cognitive and information processing capacities that deal with social behavior.
Both these theories were intended to be a general outline for the understanding of human behavior. In the end, Bandura had provided a stronger theory on social behavior, and it appeared to be capable for accounting of existing data and also for new investigations. The major contributions Bandura and his students made were in the 1960s and 70s. Nowadays, his focus is on other fields. Bandura and Sears did not collaborate at any point during their careers, but they were colleagues at the same university and had a very strong influence on each other.
There are many different perspectives on social influence. There are those who believe we learn from what we see on TV and then learn from this to form an opinion on what is appropriate. There are also those who believe that certain media influence certain people. There are many different perspectives on social influence. There are those that believe everyone is influenced by what we see on TV and in the media, and we use this to learn and form an opinion on what is appropriate. There are also those who believe certain media affect certain people. For example, a girl would be less likely to be influenced to fight after watching MMA. A guy would be less likely to change his appearance based on what he sees on TV or is portrayed in the media.
Social learning theory has the biggest impact in social media, from wearing the same dress as Kim Kardashian or having the same build as Hugh Jackman. The influence of Hollywood is substantial on social media. Other influence on people from the media is the realm of video games, movies, and books. The public watches and interprets the actions of those in the movies and video games. Whether those actions are rewarded or shunned, which results in learning whether the action is acceptable or not.
Some may argue that social learning theory is not as profound in the modern day as it once was, but social learning is still very prominent. It seems increasingly popular in young teens and adolescents as they learn what is socially acceptable throughout the TV programs they watch, the magazines they read, and the video games they play. Social learning theory is more common now because there are more sources of media available than there were 20 or 30 years ago.
Now, here's an example of social learning theory in action. Here we have two teens in their natural habitat, one playing Grand Theft Auto, and the other is watching TV.
Oh my god, if Miley Cyrus can dance like that at the VMAs, I could dance like that at the party tonight! I mean, if everyone is okay with her doing it, everyone should be okay if I do it too. I just refuse to wear that hideous outfit because that's just not right.
Oh my god, this is so much fun!
I think your country calls that collateral damage.
If only I could do this in real life!
What? No, you guys are ridiculous. You guys can't just do that because you see it on TV or on a video game.
We now have another example. This is one on the influence media has on adults.
I believe that Mayor Ford is still in office. If I was living in Toronto, I wouldn't want him in office. Doing drugs is not acceptable when you are such an important aspect. He does a great job of not wasting the taxpayers' money. I just wish he wouldn't act like this.
Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
When,
But
sir?
no, do I? Am I an addict? No.
When have you
Have I
smoked
tried it? Probably in one of my drunken stupors, probably approximately about a year ago.
I can't believe that town is flooded again. We should really help those people by donating the funds to rebuild. That would be the right thing to do.
Social learning theory has remained a relevant and useful way to describe how people understand and develop their behaviors based on what they observe in life experiences and from the media. How else would you be able to explain why someone started dressing like Madonna or dieting to look a certain way? It's because we have seen what the media and general population have deemed acceptable.